All right, so maybe you have found yourself in the situation where you're at Walmart and you're like, dang, that's a fold-out table. Maybe I could use it as a desk. Should you do it? No, and this is why. Maybe you're not even in that situation. I hope no one is ever in that situation, because it's a lot that comes with getting one of them bad boys that's really just for eating, some cookout food or doing some type of event. That's it. It's not meant to be having it be straight for your desk or straight for your monitors. And this is what I'm dealing with. This is what it's like if you try to use one of these for your actual setup. And there she is, looking nice, looking beautiful from a first glance. Yeah, you see a couple of wires down there, but it's not as sinister as it could have been or how sinister as it was. So looking at this, you see it's nice. We got the laptop over there, the Legion Y530. We got an Asus monitor right there, and then we have a 32-inch TV right here. We have the Rode mic arm right there, and then we got the Wax of the Man painting. Nice, decent looking keyboard, but it is quite sinister with how loud it is. That's not a go. That's not a good look. But as you can see, it looks cool first glance. But here are the things in which I do not like about this situation. The first thing I don't like about this desk, and it does not work out too great for me, is the fact that everything is slanted in, like it just goes in, bows this way. It's not a straight flat desk, and this does not help either. If you set your monitor right in the middle, it's gonna teeter back and forth on that middle. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about using one of these for a desk. If you're gonna use it as a temporary one, cool, go for it. Maybe steer clear of the one with the split in the middle. Only reason why I chose this one is because it would fit inside of my two-door Acura CL. So that's the reason why I chose it. But as you can see, I have my monitor and I have my laptop sitting on a piece of wood. This is particle board technically, and it came from an old raggedy shelf that broke. But this piece was pretty much intact, so I kept that and just used it to like set my laptop on my lap or something with the mouse over there. But then I was like, wait a minute, I could try to use it for this situation. And in fact, it does help my monitor not be wobbling because it's going across like it's supposed to be. And then as far as the actual laptop, it's doing the same thing for that. And then I have it on this laptop stand by this brand right here. But it's looking pretty decent. It could look a little better, but I had to do some wild stuff just to get my mic stand to work. This is a Rode mic stand with the Blue Yeti Pro. And as you can see, once again, we got a trend. We're using some particle board because on the bottom of this desk, it literally does not have the correct spot to like clamp it together. It's like plastic, and then there's a metal piece, but it like landed right where it didn't need to land. If it would have came a little farther in and landed right on that metal piece, be perfect, but it didn't land like that. So I had to use that piece of particle board right there, and then I had to use a piece of particle board under it just to put my mic somewhere. But as you can see, it's allowing me to do it how I want it. But let's just take a look over here. What is that? More balancing act situation. If I don't put that there, the keyboard knocks. So I have that right there, so the keyboard is now level. It doesn't do that no more. And then over here, we have the same situation again. This right here is another piece of particle board, but it was a little more sinister, it was a little raggedy. So I put a pillowcase on top of it, and underneath it, because it was still not level, I had to put a face towel and fold it and put it underneath there so it'll be level. So now the TV situation is more level than what it's supposed to be and what it was gonna be. It was tipped over all the way to the other side like that. That's not gonna be a good look. As far as under the desk, this is what we're working with. As far as the cable management situation, you can't do too much with this desk. So I'm gonna tell you what these cords that are hanging down are. So that cord right there is an HDMI cable going from the laptop to the TV. And then this cord right here is the Ethernet cord going up to the laptop. And then this cord right here is the cord going up to the Xbox so it can have wired connection. And then that cord right there going over is for HDMI to the Asus monitor. So that one right there, internet, that one right there, HDMI, this one over here, long HDMI, popping up behind the TV from that monitor if I want to put a movie on right there. And I don't usually try to cinch them up like I did the other ones because I'm unplugging them and moving them so much. And then underneath the desk, you see it starts to get a little wild. So right here, we have a power strip, but I got some nice, strong, double-sided tape, some double-sided adhesive, whatever you want to call it, and it does not stick for long. I'll come back days later and this will just be drooped, hanging down, just completely off. It does not get a good stick to this bottom of the desk. So I had to find some type of cloth material, some type of any type of thing, staple in the desk multiple times because one time was not good enough on both sides and on the other side, just so I could keep it from falling. Because once it falls, it's just not a good look and it's gonna be dangling about right here. And then once it's like right there, then it's pulling the wires and just doing some crazy stuff. But this desk just does not allow things to stick to it. I even have some of those over there that don't stick. If I put the cords through that, the cords eventually just fall down with this too. And so it's like, come on now. If this was a wood desk, perfectly fine. That stuff right there was this sticky stuff in between here, that was destroying people's walls. I looked at reviews and stuff and it was not coming off people's desks, and I did not want it to come off. I wanted it to stay there until I had to work it off. But you see my situation, I had to rig something up. Then right here on this arm, we have this little situation that keeps it from, you know, moving and bending out of place and keeping it as locked down as it can be, the adapter to plug up the ring light. So I got that there so it's not on the ground. And then it comes up and just goes right up to the ring light. And then right here, this is a USB hub. So if we swing around there, that's a USB hub into the laptop. And then its cords, so it won't dangle, are just wrapped around that bad boy right there. But from a certain angle, you don't see those. And then usually I'm not having the HDMI all the way across, so that's not as bad looking, but that is the situation. And then coming under here, this is that other piece of particle board that's helping out the mic arm. And as you can see, it just wouldn't line up perfectly with that metal piece. So it was like bending and leaning over and not supporting it. So I had to use that just to get that bad boy to act right. And then even over here, I have some more cable management situation. This is so you can just have them go through it and just push them in through the back. But even this sometimes will just fall straight off and then I gotta stick it back up there. It's just not a good surface to be trying to stick things to under here. And even with the staples, like I said, them bad boys had to be stapled multiple times because it just wants to go in and come straight through. This is very hollow, so that's not helping the situation any at all. And I forgot to tell you, behind this bad boy is the Xbox. So Xbox One X, and I have this headphone stand back there, and you can plug stuff in it to charge it up. So I got this Bluetooth headset charging. I got my Audio Technicas I used to edit. I got that sitting on there. And then that's the HDMI that's going to the monitor. It's going into the Elgato. So it looks a little wild back here, but I'm not ever, you know, filming back here. And then we have the cords for the Xbox. And then we have the hard drive for the games, because if you don't got a hard drive, you out of luck. Other than all the little wobbly situations and the uneven screens, before I had that board here, I was just taking some pieces of paper and just folding it up just to get my monitor to sit straight. But you can do it if you need to. Like, it can be straightened out to make it to where everything's more even. It's getting the job done. And, you know, it's working right now. Would I recommend you doing it? Not unless you know how to rig stuff up and you got patience, because it's a doozy. But let's just say I had the tripod right here and I was just sitting talking to the camera. Change it from the wide angle. You'd see about right there. So if I was sitting in front of it, you wouldn't even see any of those cords under there. You really wouldn't even see the desk that good. A lot of the times, no one even knows what type of desk I got, or if it's set up outrageous until they start seeing that mess. But hey, it is what it is. And if any of you have a setup that is more or less, you know, rigged up to the max, you just getting by and doing what you can, I would like to see some of them bad boys. You can send it to me on like social medias if you got them. Waxo the Man on Instagram and on Twitter if you want to show me your setups. But yeah, this is what we got right now. But this is not the end situation. This is not the only situation. It's just what's the situation currently. Links down below where you can find links to different things that I got in the setup. And you can also look on the channel. I have a video when I had a better setup. Lost that all. If you know, you know. Tragic things happen. But yeah, just wanted to show y'all this wild setup situation I got. It's annoying sometimes, but I'm able to get done what I gotta get done. So could be worse. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.